when it comes to your workouts, you want to make sure that you're getting in active recovery days. What is an active recovery day? All right, so today we're going to be talking about rest. I know we've talked for the past couple episodes on the podcast as well as on these videos about how we should work out our full body when we're working out. That kind of leaves a few people to be confused because a lot of people are familiar with the back and bi split and these upper body or lower body splits or different muscle group splits. So what does that mean to rest when you have to try to get all your workouts in? Well, there's a lot of ways that you can rest. All right. So the most important way that we can look at resting is with an active recovery. All right. So an active recovery will be like an exercise day where you're not necessarily doing something that's going to get your heart rate above a certain threshold, let's say above 120 beats per minute, which means that you would be doing something like maybe walking, maybe some light cardio work on the elliptical, or even something that's just a little bit of jump roping, something that's going to keep your body moving, kind of get the blood flowing, but that's not going to tax your muscles or your cardiovascular system too much. Now, rest is very important. As we know, rest is where your body recovers, your mind recovers, your muscles start building. And not only is that important in your workouts, but it's also important in your everyday life. A recent 2021 study by Stanford University showed that a lot of people are actually working too many hours. Do you know the optimal number of hours to work in a week? Well, you guessed it. It's less than 80 hours. But it is a little bit more than 40 hours. The actual optimal time to work at your office or in general is 50 hours. Now the reason for that being is that after that we may spend more time in the office. However, that time is not going to be as efficient. It's going to be sometimes spent, maybe watching cat videos on YouTube, or maybe texting your friends, or doing other things that are not work related. So if you're spending 55 hours in the office a week, you're likely not spending your time efficiently. So that being said, rest is important. It's going to be something that you need to kind of set into your schedule. If you're having a 7-day a week workout schedule, you want to schedule at least 2 of those days as your active recovery days. Of course, as I just mentioned, when you're working, you want to spend your time being as efficient as possible in your work, and maybe not spending as much time in the office. Maybe your 12-hour days turn into 10-hour days, or your 10-hour days turn into 8-hour days. The goal in life in general is to be as efficient as possible as you can with everything that you do. You want to get that rest in. You want to make sure that you are doing the things that are going to help you recover in between your workouts. I've mentioned this before. You should get about 24 hours of recovery and rest time in between your workouts. But what does that rest look like? Well, of course, we're talking about sleep. You need to get good sleep in. I still struggle with that myself. I'm working here late nights and I get here early in the morning, but we're trying to be more efficient so we can get stuff done. But when it comes to your workouts, you want to make sure that you're getting in active recovery days. What is an active recovery day? Well, that means that you're maybe going for a walk, like a hike or something, or maybe jumping on the treadmill and going on a nice, easy walk, or even jumping on your elliptical, or doing some mobility work. All those things are not going to get your heart rate up too high, and of course are not going to tax your cardiovascular system. That's going to lead to a better recovery, and it's going to lead your next workout to be a better workout. So just like in the office, you can't spend too many hours there because you're going to be just wasting your time. The same thing goes in the gym. If you spend too many hours in the gym, you're not only going to be wasting your time, but you of course are going to be opening yourself up to injury. And nobody wants that, because that draws you back even further than when you started. So get your rest in, of course, as I said, get your sleep in, and train functionally. Thanks again for watching. If you have any questions about this video or of any of our previous videos, I'd love you to leave those questions down below in the comment section. Of course, I'd love for you to subscribe, because when you subscribe, well, of course, you'd also love to subscribe, because when you subscribe, you also will be notified when the next video, just like this, might answer your questions. Thanks again for watching, and as always, keep good company.
Wow, I like it. That was cool.
Awesome. Hey, thanks.